The moment we saw him, we knew we had to fight for him. And so began the journey of Figalito's second chance. On a quiet evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a kind passerby noticed something heartbreaking on the side of the road. A small, motionless figure barely clinging to life. It was a cat, his fur matted with dirt, his body still except for the faint rise and fall of his breath. His eyes, though clouded with pain, held a silent plea for help. The person who had hit him was long gone, leaving him to suffer alone. But fate had different plans for this little warrior. Without hesitation, the kind-hearted stranger contacted defensoresanimalespty, a local animal rescue team known for their dedication to saving lives. When the rescue team arrived, they were overcome with emotion. The cat, later named Figalito, had suffered a severe head injury, and the back half of his body was eerily still. They knew every second counted. With the utmost care, they gently wrapped Figalito in a blanket and rushed him to the veterinary hospital. During the frantic ride to the vet, the rescuers whispered words of encouragement. "Hold on, little one," one of them murmured. "You're not alone anymore. We're going to fight for you." Upon arrival, the veterinary team sprang into action. Figalito's condition was critical. His head trauma was severe, and there was a high chance that he would never walk again. The words from the veterinarian were heartbreaking, but not hopeless. "He has a fighting chance, but it won't be easy," the vet explained. "We'll do everything we can. But this will take time, patience, and a lot of love." And love was something Figalito had in abundance now. The rescue team refused to leave his side. They visited him every day, speaking softly, stroking his fur, ensuring he never felt abandoned again. Though he was too weak to respond at first, there was a flicker in his eyes, a glimmer of trust, of understanding that he was safe. The days turned into weeks. Figalito's treatments were relentless. He underwent physical therapy, gentle massages to stimulate his muscles, and special care to keep his spirits up. At times it seemed impossible. His back legs refused to move, and he often lay exhausted after each session. But the team never gave up on him. "You're stronger than this, Figalito," one rescuer whispered, kissing his tiny forehead. "One day you'll run again." The breakthrough came in the second month. One day, as the team was preparing for another therapy session, Figalito did something extraordinary. His tail twitched. Then, a few days later, his back leg made the slightest movement. The team erupted in cheers. It was a small victory, but it meant everything. Encouraged by his progress, they worked even harder, determined to help Figalito regain as much mobility as possible. The once motionless cat slowly transformed. He gained strength, his movements became steadier, and his playful personality began to shine through. Then, after 3 months of tireless effort, something truly miraculous happened. Figalito, the cat who had once been left to die, stood up on all 4 legs. Though wobbly, though unsteady, he took his first steps toward the people who had saved him. Tears filled their eyes as they scooped him up in celebration. "You did it, Figalito," they laughed, hugging him close. "You're our little warrior!" Though his lower limbs had only regained about 80% of their mobility, it didn't stop him. Figalito became an energetic, affectionate cat full of life. He played, he purred, and he cuddled up to those who had fought for him. His resilience inspired everyone who met him. Figalito's story is one of survival, hope, and the power of love. He was abandoned, left broken and hopeless, but because of the kindness of strangers, he found his way back to life. There are countless animals like Figalito waiting for someone to give them a second chance. Some may be hurt, scared, or abandoned, but every single one of them deserves love and care. If this story has touched your heart, please share it. Let it serve as a reminder that every life is worth saving. And if you ever come across an animal in need, be their hero. Because sometimes, all it takes is one act of kindness to change a life forever.